Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to Last Call. Tonight's final drink is Not Your Father's Bourbon. This is a 43% ABV, no age statement, from Not Your Father's, which is now owned by Pabst. This is obviously a sourced bottle, and it does tell us on the front, bourbon whiskey with natural flavors, and it supposedly has a touch of vanilla for smooth finish. Now, you might have seen this being reviewed many years ago from the Whiskey Tribe, and it got kind of beat up a little bit. And I'm not going to discredit that. This is definitely not for everybody. What I will say is, Not Your Father's it boomed big at a time. Originally, that was during the craft sodas with, the alcoholic versions. Not Your Father's root beer skyrocketed. It's good stuff if you don't mind sweet. But they did root beer, they did Mountain Dew, they did Hawaiian Punch. There was about a dozen, maybe more. And now they've really scaled themselves back to like 3 bottles now that the boom is over. But I've picked this up many years ago and didn't think it was too bad, especially as a mixer. And I kind of wanted to revisit this. I picked up this bottle probably about a year ago or so before the channel was even conceived. So we're going to be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add a couple drops of water, see what changes up. Now, I could have swore I remember this being a cork top. I don't quote me on that, but I could have swore it was at one point, like the first bottlings. Now, by the looks of it, it's fairly young bottle. I mean, that is very, very, it's almost the color, it might be, I don't know, but it's very similar color to like, Highland Park 12 is very light. This has more of a less yellow hue and more just like washed out to it, but very light color. Let's go for notes. I don't really get much of anything. You get the alcohol note. You get a bit of sweetness, but I barely get the sweetness on here. I get that sweetness. It's like a butterscotch sweetness. Little bit of like an oak note, little wood note in there. But it's very much, you get butterscotch right up front. Let's go for taste. All right. Wow. That is the sweetest thing I've ever drank. And so to kind of give you behind the scenes a little bit, I have about 100 bottles in my collection right now, and I started about a year ago. That is the sweetest thing I've ever tasted. And if you would have asked me 5 years ago what I thought of this, it would have been 2 different people talking. Butterscotch, maple syrup, sweetness, like all day, every day. That's all I'm getting. A little ABV on the taste. But boy, oh boy, is that sweet. It's like liquid sugar. Wow, that is so crazy on how our palates change. Again, I don't remember this tasting anything like this. Mapley, butterscotch, like butterscotch syrup. Vanilla, very much a metallic vanilla note in there. It's almost like that you took some vanilla extract and dumped it in here. Very potent in that. Actually, little ABV on the taste, yeah. That's about it. Very sweet, very punchy in that note. Not a lot else going on for it. Wow. I am really shocked on how much my palate has changed since I've my first time having this. Holy crap. Okay. Let's add a little bit of water. I don't think this is going to end well for me. Oh, I'm regretting this now. Abort. I am regretting this because I feel like this is going to get even sweeter. Surprisingly, coming in at 43%, they could have really phoned this one in. Go at 40% ABV, even 35, and really phoned it in. Going at 43 just is really strange. It must be whatever they're sourcing it at comes in at that percentage or something. I don't know, but they probably just literally did what they could just to make this as quick as possible. Actually, it actually dialed back the sweetness. The ethanol note is still showing up though. Like, if you're not into whiskey, that ethanol layer might pull you back a bit. Because you might smell that and go, ooh, that smells really strong. It's not, but that could be an off-putting thing. Go for taste. Did I drink out of my left hand? I don't even know. So that metallic vanilla taste, that artificial vanilla, is actually dialed back a little bit in this one. My palate is destroyed for today. I'm gonna have to take a several hour break. Wow. It's super like maple syrup. It's even got almost like a thickness to it. Like I just took a big spoonful of maple syrup. It's sweet butterscotch maple syrup. That's about all I can tell you. Like, those are what you're going to taste. Wow. Okay. I don't think I can keep drinking because that's all I'm tasting now. So let's talk about market price. Because as we all know, market price is market price. I picked this up, I think it was for $21 to $23. I see a lot of places online selling it right in that price point of like $20 to $25. I think I actually seen a place trying to sell this for $30. Look, if you're a bourbon person, you're not going to want this. I can guarantee that. I'll echo what the Whiskey Tribe said on that, and or the Whiskey Vault, whichever you want to say, that this is not going to be for about 80% of people, if not more. Like, this is very much sweet. It's butterscotch maple sweetness. Now, for the people out there that are new to whiskeys, come here close. It's not too bad for that. It really isn't. I have to detach myself from myself to talk about this. If you're new to whiskey, this could be a good gateway for you. I want to get used to whiskey, but I want something super sweet. And this is a mixer. I can see this being pretty decent as a mixer. Where you're going to kind of fall short is this isn't going to quite prepare you for other whiskeys. I've had Canadian whiskeys that are nowhere near this sweet. I've had a lot of whiskeys in my time right now. Again, I'm pushing near probably good 50 bottles of review that I've done so far. This is the sweetest thing I've tasted. I didn't even point it out. It says small batch. That we all know that's marketing speak. This whole bottle is marketing speak. And I'll throw a little flack for that because like the Whiskey Tribe read it out, but why do flavored whiskeys always taste more like flavor of actual whiskey? It's because it's what we like. But again, for you people that are new to whiskeys and you want something sweet to sip on, this is it. Find yourself a bottle of this because you'll probably enjoy it. But for most people, this is not for you. I won't be replacing my bottle of this on the shelf, that's for damn sure. So there you have it, Not Your Father's Bourbon. If you have any questions about the bottle, don't ask me down below. No. Ask me. Feel free to drop it down below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any other specific spirits you'd like me to review, also let me know down below. I'm always on the hunt for something new and different to try. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one. Because mine sure in hell isn't.
You know, and I really like it might